Today's country music, 103.5 WTCM. It's 8:11 on this Tuesday morning. And again, we've got some slippery roads out there, blowing snow, all the stuff that comes with winter. So
winter in northern Michigan.
Be safe. Give yourself time to get where you got to go. Hey, we have a special guest in the studio. Now, let me preempt this by saying I'm a huge football fan. Love football, always have. And there was a little team in northern Michigan who just recently took the Division VI state championship, 38-24 over the Elmont Raiders. And of course, I'm talking about the Kingsley Stags. And we have with us quarterback Gavyn Merchant. Welcome.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time to pop in. I don't know what time you normally get up, but this is.
Well, he's probably should be at school right now.
Yeah, I think school starts at about 8:15.
Okay, so this is around this
time.
We'll
write you a note.
So I was going to say, we'll get you an excuse or whatever. Well, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. I got a few questions for you I want to ask, and if there's anything you want to, if you want to give any shout outs or do anything since you're on the radio, feel free. But first off, I got to ask, so you're a senior, correct?
Yes, sir.
What are your plans going forward? Do you plan on pursuing football, or do you play other sports, or what are you thinking?
Most likely, I think I'm going to continue into college with wrestling.
Oh, cool.
Trying to go D1.
Nice.
My kids are joining wrestling.
Yeah. Well, one of them might not be. This was a funny story. We were talking off air. So her one daughter can be a little indecisive. How old are they again?
5 and 7.
Right. So the 5-year-old wanted to do wrestling, and then mom's going to buy all the stuff for her.
We're trying to put shoes on her, the wrestling shoes, because they're supposed to be tight, right?
Yeah.
We get them halfway on, and she goes, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore. So now she's not doing wrestling. I said, well, I'm not paying for it then.
But the thing is that she might turn around later and go, when she gets to do wrestling, I want to do wrestling. Yeah. And it's like, well, you chose not to. So yeah, anyway.
Sorry.
No, wrestling's cool. That's awesome. So do you have any colleges that you've looked into already, or is it too early to be talking about that?
I mean, there's a couple schools, like Coast Guard's definitely top 5 on my list right now, the Coast Guard Academy.
Nice.
I've been talking to Michigan State University, Davenport. They're going to offer me here soon. Cleary offered me a full ride.
That's awesome.
Nice. There's schools in Texas, North Dakota, California, stuff like that. Wow. Kind of all over.
Do you want to stay closer, or do you want to go away?
I have no idea.
That's understandable. It's a little, It's a lot to think about. So with the championship game and the great season you guys had, I got a couple of questions pertaining to that. So I heard, and you can confirm or deny this, I heard that you were playing injured in that game. Is that true?
Yeah. Against Manistee in the district final, I tore my MCL.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
And you still toughed it out and played?
Played all through the rest of the season.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm like, ugh, sympathy pain.
That's amazing. So how much faith did you have in the team as a whole? You guys seem... See, I'm one of those people. I believe in teamwork. You have standout stars in a lot of sports, but I feel like you guys really gel as a team. Is that pretty accurate to say?
Yeah, because if you think about it, we've been playing since we were 7, 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
We were little, so we've been together playing football for about 12 years.
Wow, yeah.
That's awesome.
So our team chemistry has always been really close with us and the grade below us, so I think that helped us out a lot.
Definitely. Yeah, and we got to give a shout out to Eli too. What a game he had! Holy cow!
He's a great player for sure.
And he was saying something. There was an article when they were interviewing him about how he does what he does, and he said he gives a lot of credit to the offensive line because with a strong O line, you can get the running yards in. I've always thought it's interesting because I don't know how much history of football you followed or anything, but in the pro level. Everybody talks about how great Emmitt Smith was with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And I often say, if you were to put Barry Sanders in that same offensive line, forget about it.
My dad says the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not alone in that. But it's true. I mean, Barry was amazing and just unbelievable. So I got to ask this, too. And I don't know if Maddie has any questions.
I'm a
football nerd. I apologize.
Yeah.
I got to say, how crazy exciting was it to go to Ford Field and play? Was that amazing or what?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, one downside to it was the MSU logo was in the middle of the field because most of my team's are Michigan fans.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So that was it'd be kind of nice if the Lions logo was on it. But yeah, it was an awesome environment. As you run out on the field out of the tunnel, you look left and you saw all the orange and black and white.
Cool. All the support there.
Our whole community there. It was awesome.
Nice.
Being loud, cheering. Like when Elmont was 4th and 2. Dude, you couldn't even hear him, the cadence, because how loud that stadium was. It was crazy.
That's so cool.
And that was with not that many fans compared to like a Lions game. So that the fact that it was still that loud, that just shows how much support you had.
Yeah, the community was awesome.
That's really cool.
Big credit to them. They definitely changed the game in a lot of ways.
To have all that support and like, because you don't want to get stuck in your heads. Sometimes, I can't even imagine. I wasn't a very good sports player.
Yeah.
I did horseback riding. That's a one-person thing. You don't work on a team.
Yeah.
Well, the horse has to be part of the team, right?
Yeah, but they work off of you. Like,
right.
Yeah. So I can't imagine if you did like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. And like start eating away at that. That could ruin the entire game.
Oh, yeah,
like if you get into your head about it. But if you have all that support there and your teammates trying to build each other back up, what a great team. That's amazing.
Awesome.
I do give my whole team credit. Like, I think I'm like Eli. I'm the same way. Like, Eli's a phenomenal player. Like, he's probably going to go for MVP this season.
Nice.
But he wouldn't be where he was. I wouldn't be where I am if our offensive line wasn't that good.
That's
like,
a good point.
Our center, Noah Scribner, our left guard, James Pearson, our right guard, Caleb Ott. Talking to our junior tackles. Noah's talking to our junior tackles. We had a hard time finding a tackle spot because we're small. We don't have very much size.
Right.
So they did their job, like communicating, make sure they know what they're doing the whole game, all season. And then our tight ends, Max and Chase, they're beasts too, getting vertical push off the line. So, yeah, I guess we really probably wouldn't have made it to the state finals if our O-line wasn't that solid.
Yep.
That's amazing.
It takes everybody pulling together. I got to say, too, I was watching that game, and when you guys were just marching down the field, scoring, I'm like, when Elmont was threatening, I said out loud to the people that were watching with me, I said, I almost kind of hope Elmont scores because I want to see it be a little bit closer. And then once they got a little too close, I'm like, okay, that's enough.
No, you're like, I don't want this.
Forget I said that. But so glad you guys pulled out the win. That was such a cool game.
It was a cool game for sure.
Did you ever think you would get this far?
I mean, yes and no, because like all summer we did weightlifting, pounding weights, pounding food, trying to get bigger, tougher, stronger. And then throughout the season, we started progressing. Like, and every time we do a push up during practice or something, every up was state championship, down, up, state championship.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
So, and then once playoffs started, that's when we didn't know how far we were going to go. Like, I had confidence in our team for sure. Like, we were a great team, but there's also plenty of other great teams out there.
Good point.
And Coach War, he's a great coach too. So is Coach Smith. Our whole coaching staff they're unbelievable.
It took a team to do this, yeah.
It took everyone. But we always made sure it was 1 week at a time. We never looked ahead.
Oh, nice.
Like, we played Mason County Central first week, only studied them. Played Manistee the next week, only studied them. Played Gladstone, arch nemesis from wrestling. Played them, only studied them. Played Reed City again, which was nice because we had our game feel from week 1. So, yeah, it was just one step at a time. And then we won against Reed City. I was like, wow, we're going for a state championship.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty wild. But apparently, I mean, were you? I know people always wonder when you have something that big, when you go into that, are you confident? Are you nervous? Or are you a little bit of both?
It's definitely a little bit of both because you definitely got butterflies in your stomach.
Right.
Like when all of us ran into that stadium, we were like, holy cow, this is awesome. And our coach was making sure like we were all good. Like he was telling us what the venue's been like because he went there with Kingsley in 2005 before he left to go to West.
Right.
So he was telling us what it's all about, and we're like, okay. So we kind of had an idea going into it, which was nice for us. Mm-hmm. So we knew what to expect. But yeah, it was definitely once you stepped on that turf, you're like, ooh, butterflies.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild.
And then first kickoff, you're like, all right, just another
we got
game.
this. We're just
Time to
playing.
play. Yep.
Because that's what I was going to ask. Have you ever been there prior to to a game or anything at Ford Field?
I mean, I've wrestled at Ford Field.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like the state championship, they lined 4 mats up on the end zone.
So you've been,
every division's there watching you, so it's pretty loud in that too.
Oh man,
Nice.
Intense.
All right. You got any questions, Maddie?
No, I'm just amazed by like people that are athletic, like
that's
and
skill.
working as a team.
Absolutely.
And because again, I wasn't a team player. And it wasn't because of my personality. I just horseback riding is expensive. We got told one sport, and that's what I chose.
Sounds like you have a guilt trip there.
I do.
It's not that I wasn't a team player. It's like, sure, Maddie. Sure.
Showing now.
All right, I guess. Well, thanks for coming in again, Gavyn. Any shout outs you want to yell to anybody or anything?
Yeah, shout out to my parents. They've always been there day ones, always supporting me.
That's awesome.
Like All-State came out, and they didn't agree with who was on All-State. They were behind my back with it. Shout out to Eli and Max because they both got first team All-State. Eli got first team running back. Max got first team linebacker. Shout out to the offensive line again. Like, no one knows about them because they never get their name in the paper because all the backs do all like the show stuff.
Well, yeah, we see you. We just see them as a wall.
Yeah, but shout out to the O-line. We wouldn't be where we were today without them. Love those guys. They're always supporting all of us. And then shout out to all my coaches, Coach Ward, Coach Smith, defense coordinator. You got Coach Dan Goethals. You got Coach Merchant, my dad. You got Coach Bradford. You got Coach Ryan Zenner. You got Coach Bobby Howell. Wow. And
you got your own team there.
I didn't realize there were so many coaches. That's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Bobby and Larry, though, for running scout team. That really helped us, too, so our defense can get a look at what their offenses look like.
Wow.
So, yeah, just thanks to the whole coaching staff. Thanks to Josh Galdner for taking photos for us. Just thanks to the whole community, honestly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Amazing.
There's not enough thanks said around here, so
good point.
Thanks to the community for supporting
us. We appreciate
us.
You. We came out. We brought Chuck Norris out, and when you guys were taking off for heading downstate, I want to mention too. Michelle mentioned this in the news, and I'm sure you know about this too, Gavin. But you guys got that celebration planned, 7 p.m. Friday for the team. That's going to be happening in the gymnasium, if memory serves. I'm trying to look here.
Yep. Yeah, in the gym.
Got a raffle there, and for attendees that sign Kingsley helmets and footballs for winners. Media, community members, family, and friends are welcome to attend that. It's the same day as our station staff Christmas party,
so
though, unfortunately.
I'm like, there's something happening.
Somebody still might roll Chuck Norris out there just to hang with you guys, but we'll...
anyone's welcome.
That's awesome.
If you know the Kingsley Stags, if you know someone on them, come on down.
That's awesome.
It'll be a really fun experience. It's gonna be like a pep rally. Announce us one by one. Give us give us our district, regional, and state medals. So
that's awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah. Well, congrats on the win again, and for an incredible season. And thanks for coming in and chatting with us. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Good luck with wrestling and getting into college. And
absolutely.
Embrace it. Have fun.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. I will.
And I got to say, we were talking with Gavin a little off air, and he did mention that he's a TCM listener, so he has great taste in music too. Us. Just throwing that in there as well. So awesome. Have a great day, Gavin. Thanks again.
You guys too.
Appreciate it. It is 8:23 WTCM. Good morning.